What's up, guys? It's Wednesday, and welcome to CNA Films and Animations, Animation Corner. I'm Alan.
I'm Corey.
And this week we're going to show an old favorite of ours.
Mm-hmm.
One coming all the way from 1993.
Oh, wow.
That
old, really?
Yep.
Okay.
It's We're Back, a Dinosaur Story. You want to tell the plot of it?
Sure. So, very beginning of the film, it follows a young bird. He's kind of the run of the family.
Mm-hmm.
And he decides that he's going to run off and join the circus. And he stumbles upon a T-Rex, voiced by John Goodman.
Yep. Who tells him the story about another, I guess, kid who decided to run away.
Yeah, run off and join the circus. Yep. And so he tells them his life story, more or less, how he became a domesticated dinosaur, more or less, through the power of this magical cereal that the scientist creates.
Yes. He's created this cereal, and he's gone back in time to grant the wishes of children who want to see dinosaurs,
mm-hmm.
and kind of show them, I guess, the wonder of these creatures and the joy that they can bring.
Mm-hmm.
So he brings the dinosaurs, who are now smart after eating his brain gain cereal, to New York, and he tells them that they must journey to this museum.
Yeah. Museum of Natural History.
Yep. And once they appear into our world, they are dropped onto. They almost instantly make a new friend when they destroy this little kid's boat.
Yeah. You know, he comes across this punk kid. He's wants to run away, join the circus,
mm-hmm. and
you know they pretty much immediately become friends. The dinosaurs and the kid.
Yep.
And somehow, I kind of forget how, but they become across this young girl who is tired of her neglectful parents.
Yes, she is kind of the opposite of the other kid. She
mm-hmm.
is from a well-to-do family.
Yeah.
They live, I think, a penthouse apartment on top of a skyscraper.
Yeah.
And he said they're neglectful, like doing business and whatnot, don't have time for her. And she sees this as a chance to go out and do something.
Yeah. And so she joins in with them, and you know, people start discovering that there are dinosaurs walking around New York and everything, through a very humorous musical number.
Yes. Yeah. It was always fun as a kid.
Like the rock into the dawn of time.
Yep.
Don't worry, I'm not going to sing again in this review. No promises for others.
And the circus the two kids decide to run to is not the normal everyday circus. It's not about joy and laughter. It's about fear and screams.
Yeah. And it's run by Professor Screw Eyes, who has a screw in his eye.
Yeah, it's a screw for an eye, I think.
For an eye. And in a deleted scene, actually, they explain his backstory, where it turns out that the way that he got his screw for the eye or something was that a bird pecked out his eye or something.
Ooh.
And I don't remember how the screw came in place, but it was kind of brutal, and they thought it was a little too much for little kids, so they took it out.
Yeah, I can see it. Apparently, the Professor Screw-Eye has magic abilities to a point,
mm-hmm.
and basically he transforms the kids back into apes.
Yeah, something crazy.
And he pretty much makes a deal with the dinosaurs for them to go back, and he'd release the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So they agree, and he turns them into ferocious prehistoric monsters.
Yeah.
and pretty much its whole thing is resolved with friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Friendship. It was the ending's pretty neat. Professor Screw Eyes ends up getting killed by his crows, which was always kind of terrifying as a kid. But that's just me.
Yeah, like the entire crows just kind of form up onto him, just kind of like a huge crow scarecrow type thing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they fly away and he's just completely disappears except for his screw.
Which is like, you can see the entity of like evil floating off of him.
Mm-hmm.
And then another bird flies down, picks it up, and flies away.
Yeah. This was always it was a light kids film, but at the same time it had a lot of dark overtones.
This film for me the whole beginning of it's real light, you know, except for when they first go back in time, you know. It's kind of, you see the dinosaurs, and the dinosaur looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And then it becomes more cartoony, and it's like, okay, this is going to be a cartoon. And then the ending is like, okay, we went back to darker animation. I like the film. It works for it.
Yeah.
It is a kid's film. I would say maybe older kids to get everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this film came out just after Jurassic Park came out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not entirely sure which project came first, because they both came out the same year. But because I mean, honestly, you know, animation takes a long time to do, but so did Jurassic Park. I mean,
Jurassic Park came out first. It came out in June.
I'm just saying, you know, what idea sparked first.
I don't know.
No, I know.
We're Back came out in November, so.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this film. It's one that I grew up with. You know, John Goodman does a great job. You got voices from Walter Cronkite. Even Julia Child has a small voice cameo.
Yes. According to IMDb, so does Larry King has a voice in this.
He does. He voices himself. Martin Short plays a clown that helps the kids out.
Yeah.
Jay Leno does the voice of.
Animation from '93. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
They had some neat ideas. The story is okay. It has the moral of you can't run from your problems. You have to face them. The whole thing with running away to the circus for a better life.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It's teaching the moral through a story, which also teaches the moral. So, double the morals. Woo!
But yeah, I mean, it's a cute film. It does have some dark overtones to it. But
yeah, I wouldn't show it to young kids.
Yeah.
This is the stuff nightmares are made of. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't go that far, but
well, for the end one, yeah, I know. Or
the end circus.
Yeah, that or the early part where they first see the dinosaurs and Rex is trying to eat Vorb.
Yeah, true.
For a little kid, yeah, that would give them nightmares.
Maybe I was just an odd kid. I was never really terrified of the film, but
Well, I'm not saying I was either. It didn't.
Yeah.
When I first watched it, it didn't unnerve me, but.
But yeah, I mean, this is a overlooked classic in my opinion. You know, I think it was very much overshadowed by Jurassic Park. In fact, people probably thought it was just a knockoff of it, or or just kind of a hey, Jurassic Park. Here's one. You know, we're just as good.
Yeah, from what I've seen, this is one of the first films to actually have the giant whatever using a car as a skateboard or mobile device.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you see that if there's a giant thing, they have to have they have to use a car or truck as a skateboard or something, and this is one of the first films I've seen that in.
Okay. Interesting tidbit. Pretty much, Steven Spielberg has an animated cameo in this. He doesn't do any voice, but it's when the dinosaurs are in the parade and everyone realizes that they're real dinosaurs. People are starting to run, and one of the people that runs past is Steven Spielberg wearing a Jurassic Park T-shirt and an ambulance hat.
Huh. I never noticed that. It's cool.
Yeah.
So, what would you give this?
I'd probably give this a 7.7 out of 10.
7.7. Wow. I think I would give it 7.3. It's a good little film. It is for kids.
It's got a relatively low rating on IMDb, which I think is unfortunate. I think it's a much better film than that.
Yeah, but probably a lot of people just can't look past maybe the whole it's a Jurassic Park knockoff thing. But
Possibly.
Or it's just not that many people heard it. Only about 6,500 people have.
At least voted on its rating on IMDb. But yeah, if you get a chance, I'd recommend it.
Yeah. Have you seen this movie? What did you guys think of it? Let us know in the comments. Do you agree with us? Disagree? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to check out our other videos.
Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. He's Corey.
He's Alan.
We'll see you guys in the next one.